When you start thinking about what your personal brand is, at its very heart, it's about being authentically you. When you are you, no one else can be you, and you will naturally stand out from other people. Deliberately being authentically you is really important. It's a way to be a recognisable brand. And like all brands, consistency matters. None of us like the people who are one thing to their leaders and another thing to the people that they work with. When you look at a brand and you think about the kind of organisations and what they represent, most of us think of big companies and the badges associated with them. But all brands have two components. The first is a functional component. All brands do something. So the brands on this page, Apple makes, computer devices, Westpac provides financial services. Most of us, when we describe what we do, describe ourselves in the functional way. I am branch manager of Hawthorn. It's the emotional component of the brand that takes a brand from good to great, and it's the emotional part that I'm going to talk to you about today. The emotional component justifies me spending $250 on a pair of Nike sneakers instead of $25 for a pair from Big W. When I run in my Nike sneakers in the Westpac city to surf, I feel awesome. I just think I can run faster. But the function of the sneakers are the same. So the emotional component is the part where someone really just starts to love you. If we look at the most important rule that kind of backs up the way we position our personal brand, it's the catchily named 738-55 rule. It says that the ability for people to like me, and if you extend the word like to mean influence, I can influence people. People will trust me. People will want me on their team. People will buy from me. People will be happy to be led by me. The ability for me to make people like me is based 7% on content. If you think about that idea before of the functional versus emotional component of the brand, the 7%, the content piece, is the functional component. You and your teams provide financial services. There are other people who can do that. That's the functional piece. It's also table stakes. The other part is the emotional component. So 38% is the way that you speak. The 55% is your physical presence. At its simplest, it's how you dress. At its most complex, it's how you walk, how you stand, how you engage with people.